What do I sound like?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
SpongeBob.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds really bad.
Are you trying to be like Wicked?
No,
Oh.
there's a song.
Oh.
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
It's called I'm
When
Ready.
Alphabet goes. No?
I'm pretty good at that one, I think.
We'll do it on episode 5.
Anyways.
Have you ever felt like your life is just organized chaos and you're barely holding it together? I know I have. Hi everyone, welcome back to Athlete Life Unfiltered. I'm Cece.
And I'm Marisa.
And Athlete Life Unfiltered is a weekly podcast where we go through the real journey of being an athlete, a coach, a parent, and learning how to balance our life through work, sports, family, your mental health, and even personal growth.
Today we're diving into balancing life within the chaos. Because let's be honest, there's no one right way to do it. But there are a lot of tools that help each of us find what works. So let's get into it. So, do you ever feel like your life's chaotic?
Do I?
Tell me about it.
Oh my God. My life has always been very chaotic for as long as I can remember. But as much as I thought my life was chaotic before, my life is very chaotic now because I feel like I do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I feel like, I guess the humble side of me is like, I don't do enough. Like, I do more.
You do a lot though.
So when I start talking about it with people, I'm like, yeah, I'm a director of a volleyball club. And I also coach one of the teams. And I am a full-time auditor on top of that.
Full-time mom.
And a full-time mom, which is a whole job in itself.
Exactly.
And I still try to like balance how to have a social life outside of all of that.
Be my best friend.
And to be your best friend.
That's a lot in itself.
It's a good thing my friend circle is very small.
Yeah, she just needs me. It's okay.
Hey, but I still try to show up, and I'm such a people person, so I'm like I always want to like be helpful for everything I do.
You're very supportive to like your bubble, and even outside of your bubble. Oh. Like, I mean, I think you went to like your facialist's like son's first birthday party or something like that. Like that's a level of commitment that would add so much chaos to my life. I'd be like,
the baby isn't born yet, but yes, you are right.
It was a baby shower. My bad. My bad. But like,
you're not wrong. I showed
like,
up.
That definitely adds to your plate.
Yeah. I'm still trying to like show up for other people because I love giving. I love being there. I think that plays into my part of like coaching and being a director. So for our club, we have 13 teams in 2 locations, and that's over 130 girls. Over 130 girls. And in any business mindset I've always had, I never see myself being an absentee owner.
Yeah.
I can't function that way. And with volleyball, it's like, I need to be there physically so that I can show up for my athletes, my parents, my coaches, and honestly for myself too. So
I think in your past life, you were definitely like a party planner, wedding planner, event coordinator of some sort. Because it definitely is like, that's who you are.
No, I know. I've always said it, even in college. I'm like, when people were like, you're so busy and doing something, you're like, when are you not doing something? Even I had friends that were like, can you pencil me in? And I'm like, you're crazy. I'm not that busy, but like, I am not free for the next 3 weeks. So like, I guess you're not wrong. But I do feel like my past life is like coming into my present life. But like I said, being a mom is like a full-time job in itself. So when I added my kid into my life, it was like, wow, I thought I was busy before, but like, ooh, I am busy now.
Well, and you're like juggling all of your work stuff, and then that doesn't take a pause if your kid is sick or if you're sick.
But what's crazy is like, I hold such a passion for like everything I do. So like, I love everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
I should say everything very lightly, but like my 9-to-5 job as an auditor, I probably don't love as much. I used to at one point. As boring as it is, I used to really love being like, I love what I do. I get to dress up. I love looking like a businesswoman. I get to talk to people. When I was pre-COVID, it was like in the office, and I get to do my job, and I enjoyed everything I did. And then when I take on another thing, I enjoy that. So when I took on being a mom, oh my God, it was like came so natural to me, like as if I should have been
really
a
did.
mom, like
Yeah.
to 100 kids. And I've known that since I was younger. Like it's a gift. It's like
Yeah.
it's like even though you're young, it's such a gift because kids don't gravitate towards everybody. And so when you have that special gift, like it shows when you do become a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I love it. My son is like my best friend. No offense.
Yeah.
No
It's
offense,
okay.
bestie.
He's my bestie too.
Yeah, he is. He's our bestie. And I love it. But not wanting to be an absentee owner in any business I do goes into my lifestyle too, because I don't exclude my son in anything I do.
Yeah.
When it comes to volleyball, my son's on the sideline with me. He's at practice with me. I don't feel comfortable just being like, you can stay home. I'm going to go do my job.
Yeah.
Like, I want him in my life.
And he wants to be there.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it.
He does.
He does. He's like, these are my best friends. And I'm like, okay.
And being an only child, he loves all the attention.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when he's silly and the girls are there.
Especially around the girls.
Around the girls. And, like, he wanted to go to practice the other day in a costume.
Oh.
And I was like.
Which one?
So he's like 4 right now. When
Spider-Man
like
or
no,
Buzz
one of
Lightyear?
them was Captain America.
Oh,
was his first choice. And Captain America has like a full-on six-pack.
Yeah.
And full-on buff.
Of course he wanted to wear that one to practice.
And I told him absolutely not. It was 8:00 in the morning and I was like, nope.
No, sir.
Because he knows when he's in that costume, he's going to be like, look at my six-pack. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, I don't need that distraction. And I was like, you can wear one costume that like none of the girls are going to know who you are. And it was Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
But I love taking him everywhere. And I love when people are like, man, your son is so good. And it's like, yeah,
He's very well behaved.
In like at tournaments and stuff, he's like on the sideline and everything. He knows the drill. Like, this is not his first rodeo. And I don't exclude him. I want him a part of my life because volleyball is a part of my life just as much as my son is part of my life. And I love being at volleyball and I love my son. So why would I not carry him into that world with me?
Yeah. I feel like you're one of those people who just puts 110% into everything that you do. So you're going to do that. Whether you love it or not, like you're going to give 110%. So like you want to do that. I can see it in like your parenting and you being a businesswoman and even in your work.
Yeah, made me cry.
She's a businesswoman. I have no idea what she does, to be honest. I know she's smart and she bosses people around, but something for the government. It's top
used
secret.
To. Well,
I don't know. So that's all I got.
Used to be federal government. Now it's like state government. But yeah,
it's still cool. Business.
I always tell people I can make it sound cool, but
yeah. But you do.
Still work on a car.
You still
work
like,
on a computer.
Even though you don't want to show up every day, you're going to give 110%, which I admire.
Thank you.
So,
well, 2025 was a rough year, and I didn't really feel like I showed up. So 2026 is my year.
Being present.
Yeah, for sure, being present. Yeah. But enough about me and my chaotic life. Like, have you ever felt like your life is chaotic? I know you have a lot going on.
Yeah, I feel like your time right now is a lot similar to where I was at in college.
Yeah.
So in college, I was talking undergrad. So I was playing volleyball. That in itself was a job. We're putting in hours in the gym, working out, going to practice, have one-on-ones with your coach and your positional coach. Mm-hmm. And then on top of 19 credit hours, trying to finish up in 4 years or less. Also, I had 2 jobs on campus, had a job off campus. And then all on top of that, having to do games, study for classes, study for tests, take homework on the road, and then still find time for friends. But thankfully.
And did you breathe? Did you find time to breathe?
No. I blacked out the whole 4 years. So, but like that is kind of where I feel like we're similar. Like your chaos now is very similar to my chaos then. And it was just always on the go. And I did not have like a second to breathe. And to me, that was okay. That's how I functioned. Like my ADHD was like, go, 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 go. I hate silence. So like, even in a conversation, if nothing was happening, I was like, how do I fill this space? And that's what I felt like in my brain. I was like, it's too quiet in here. I can't talk to myself in here. Like, it's a dark place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really just tried to fill any downtime with things to do. And I feel like having the best roommate of all time really helped because she matched my energy. You matched my energy and
Your chaos level.
Literally, we were thriving off of each other's chaos.
Yeah.
Like the random nights on a random Tuesday when you're like, hey, you want to rearrange our room?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because we don't have to be up at 5 a.m. for practice.
Right.
So I
Turning
feel like,
into stepbrothers.
literally.
Did we just become best friends?
No, we did. So I feel like that chaos was what I needed. And I thrived off of that. And that relayed a lot into where I'm at now. So I look back and I'm like, that chaos was so much. I can handle what's going on right now.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes when my life it feels silent, it's like, okay, let me breathe and then get back up and go.
Yeah. I always feel like I'm missing something.
Oh, for
if
sure.
I have downtime.
Yeah, because of how we roll off of chaos. It's like a ball that's just like rolling. Then when it stops or gets stuck or it gets silent, it feels like it's stuck.
Yeah.
Something's stuck. Like, okay, what's not happening that probably should be happening?
Yeah.
So how did you push through all of that? Like, because I know for me, in my brain when it's like going, and I say this all the time, but I feel like the ones that will get it. But I feel like the meme from SpongeBob or like the episode from SpongeBob where he's just like running around where his head's on fire and there's like a million of him and he's going through all these filing cabinets. That's how I feel 24/7. And I've felt like that
He's
since
just like, oh my God, it's all on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where should I be? What do I need to be doing? And how I can't calm down until my eyes are sleeping.
Yeah.
That's it.
So not in a proudful way, but leaned heavily on caffeine in graduate school. It was crazy. So I thought undergrad was fine, or I thought that was chaotic. No, graduate school, it was like trying to drink from a straw with a fire hose just directly straight pointed to your face, and you're trying to drink water and you're like drowning and trying to gasp for air. And that was chaotic. And like I said in the last podcast, I lived by the motto of there's no crying in volleyball. And so like I never cried until I think I was the first person in graduate school of my cohort, like on the second day of PT school, I cried. And so then I turned to caffeine, and I still swear by Celsius. And that got me through it. Yeah. I was basically an addict. Like, I can't even underplay it because I was drinking the recommended daily dose of caffeine is 200 milligrams per day. Mm-hmm. Like, that's in 1 Celsius, 1 Celsius. I was drinking pre-workout in the morning before the gym. And then I would have a coffee for class. And then for lunch, I would drink a Celsius. And then probably around 4 o'clock, probably have another Celsius so that I could study and be ready for my exams and homework and all of that. So I was up to about 800 milligrams of caffeine a day. I'm not kidding you. I went to my advisor and I was like, hey, is this normal? And she was like, well, yeah, you're in grad school. It's fine. Like, the next step would just be like meth or something. And I was like, ma'am, I need to take a break.
You need to come back. Yeah.
I was like, I need to step back from this, and I need to regulate my body because I'm on system overload. I was having caffeine withdrawals.
Oh God,
it was horrible. Like that caffeine headaches. Like I brought it down. Now I'm like maybe 200 milligrams per day, so I'm within the daily recommendation. So. Don't worry about me now. It's okay. We're got surviving. It under control.
She survived.
We're surviving and thriving.
Her caffeine addiction.
Yeah, I
Barely.
barely.
But we
I'm
got
still a huge supporter on caffeine.
Mm.
Love me a good Celsius, a good
Yeah.
coffee, an iced coffee.
You got me on Celsius. I think you got your whole job on Celsius.
I really
Like,
did.
you need Celsius patches. That's what's next from
My
Celsius. Is like
whole
Celsius patches.
literally my whole undergrad or my graduate school class of
Yeah.
50, my cohort got them all on Celsius. One Halloween, we literally dressed up as a Celsius bottle.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
And then got hired at this job and got all of them on Celsius and the on the grind coffee shop in our parking lot.
Yeah.
So I got them all hooked on that, and you as well. So you're
Yes,
welcome.
you did get me on that. And it got to the point where I was drinking so much that I didn't even feel the effect. And I was like, I don't know if this is okay, but shout out to Celsius.
Shout out to Celsius.
If you're
wanna
watching,
sponsor us, please do. I'll rep your merch.
Yeah.
Send us a free case. We'll put it on the table.
Even if you're watching and you just want to support Marisa as she plans her wedding.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more Celsius.
You're gonna need the patches and a can.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I had my first with caffeine withdrawal, and I didn't know it was a caffeine withdrawal at the time.
It's real.
Again, I was almost in the same boat. Like, I thought my life was crazy before. I was working full time and doing my master's at the same time too. So I was in graduate school, and I was ordering like double shot, triple shot cases left and right, and like a whole 12-pack would last me like 1 week.
A week, yeah.
And that was just a norm. That was just how I functioned. That's just how I got through everything. And I went through a time where I had traveled and wasn't doing school or anything, and I was like, I don't need one. But then immediately like started getting headaches and feeling like I was like nauseous and sick, and just I was down bad to where I thought I was getting sick.
Welcome to the addiction club.
No kidding. I was like, what is happening with me? And then somebody was like, did you drink anything? And I was like, well, I haven't had one in like a couple of days. And they were that like my caffeine intake. And they were like, that's what it is. You're having a caffeine withdrawal. And I was like, what? That's the thing. Oh my God.
Not me.
No,
I'm not addicted.
No. Now I realized that was when it kind of settled in for me, where I was just like, uh-oh, I need to cut back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There are maybe other ways that we can balance the chaos.
There's only two ways. Cut back or graduate early.
For real.
I graduated early once already. I don't think it was going to happen second time, because it didn't. It didn't for me. It took me a while. So I was like, you know what? I'll keep drinking until I graduate.
Yeah.
But that was a time. That was a time for me. I know for me, when I felt like, because I was in the same boat, I felt like that was the only way I got through anything, was caffeine, or just like overloading myself to feel full in a way. Like if I wasn't busy and having something to do 24/7, then something was wrong, like we mentioned earlier, and I wasn't doing enough in my life.
Yeah.
So I added more to my plate, as I always do. Why not? Right? And I would help a friend move and walk on the side of the street and be like, do you need something? Let me go help you. Like,
you need me to make an invitation to your wedding? I got you.
Yeah. Invitation to your wedding, your sister's baby showers.
Oh, yep.
I was like, whatever you
want
need.
a QR code? I got you.
Within 2 seconds. I think my invitations take about 2 seconds now too. And I'm like, I love it. I'll do whatever you need. And while I'm working, and
she's got like split screens, 3 monitors, typing away. She's got
2
her
phones.
Tesla on autopilot while she's like over here listening to a in service. Like, it's all going on. On her way to her son's school to change his clothes. I don't know. Like all of it.
That has happened before. I've taken a meeting in the car on my computer because I can't take it on my phone. Government job. And all while taking a change of clothes because mom forgot. Moms always forget. That's okay. It's life. Parents forget things sometimes, and you just gotta rock and roll. I don't want to ever let things control my day, so I've worked on not letting it control my day.
Yeah, that's fair.
But now that I've gotten older and have realized how bad my caffeine intake was, and it wasn't just energy drinks, as bad as like energy drinks are now. Um, and as I've gotten older, realizing it, but I was I was drinking energy drinks. I was going and getting a sugary coffee drink in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I was also starting to become addicted to like drinking sodas.
Yeah.
And like I didn't grow up drinking sodas because playing sports with my parents as coaches and my parents at the same time, it was like nope, waters, Gatorade if you need it,
Yeah.
unsweet tea if you're in seasons. And I played every sport, so I was always in season. I just was not allowed to drink sodas. I was not allowed to drink sweet tea because of how bad and how much sugar is in all of it.
That's where my addiction started in high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Because we also weren't allowed to drink anything other than water or like a Gatorade before school
Right.
or before any type of event.
Yeah.
So in high school, when I played volleyball, my mom would sneak into the locker room, hand me a Dr. Pepper. I would chug it and then be burping the Dr. Pepper
Susie.
while I'm running onto the court because the game's starting. But I felt like that was my superpower and that I was invincible and that I was going to get this volleyball scholarship because of my Dr. Pepper.
You probably did.
Yeah.
Coach Tiffin
Gave me the hops.
watched you and was like, she looks like she's a Dr. Pepper intaker.
Yeah.
I'm going to take her
I'm gonna take
for
her.
my team.
Yeah, she's addicted. I'll take her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like same. Like if you were caught drinking anything other than a water or a Gatorade or like that, before a game, you were not allowed to play. And I feel like it's changed so much since then.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The same high school at Coach, they would go out to eat before the game when away games or anything like that. Every single one of them. And I don't know what it is with Dr. Pepper, but like every single one of them, Dr. Pepper.
At least it's
before
not,
a game, and
at least
even
it's
after
not
a game.
like during the tournaments. Like they are selling Celsius to a 12-year-old girl.
Oh yeah,
Like that. Again, proud like sponsor of Celsius, but I feel like there should be an age limit. Like it should be 18 plus.
For sure.
Because there is like in the physical therapy realm, like there has been a higher increase in like cardiac events happening since the use of energy drinks before in adolescence.
Yeah,
so it's
scary.
like that's crazy. Like people are literally dropping dead. Like their heart is stopping because they chugged a Monster, drank a Red Bull, drank all these energy drinks before a game, before practice. Like that alone, like during can cause a heart attack, heat stroke.
They're
if like
so
you're out there
young.
playing like football or an outside sport. Yeah, it could cause all of that, dehydration. And I just feel like there should be an age limit for sure because I'm like if you are at a volleyball tournament and you want to go buy a Celsius, your parents should buy you that.
My 12-year-old cousin, 12,
Dang.
was like in the morning. It was during summer workouts because she was staying with my mom and was asking my mom to buy her Alani's.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're 12. Like, you should have natural energy. Like, what do you need an energy drink for? And my athletes now, I'm like, please try not to drink that in front of me. Obviously, I can't control you. Can't tell you what to do and not to do. I can just give you advice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so bad for you.
Like, there are other things.
Bad.
There's like Element, which is like hydration or electrolyte drinks.
Yeah.
Like those are good for you, and they'll actually like fuel your body. If you want some quick sugar, actually eat like a sugary like snack instead of
pop a sugar cube.
Yeah, something like they have so many other things, little Gatorade gummies, like
I used to take those in I think it was in college that I took those when they first came out. Was
the little jelly beans. Yes. Yeah, they still have those.
The Gatorade ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was like, man, those were so good. And I would take those. Yeah. But in high school, even in college, those were not energy drinks were not introduced to us.
No. Yeah.
Not until later on, I think, as we got a little bit older, maybe
graduate
junior
school.
Yeah.
After COVID stuff. Yeah.
It really was during graduate school that I was like started drinking, because in college I didn't really.
Well, you need more of that like mental focus, and I feel like that helps a lot with that. But
for sure,
for those in high school, still, I feel like it's too much.
It's scary. Mm-hmm. It really is scary, and how young they are. and how young it starts.
Yeah.
And sometimes parents don't really look at it. And I
Mhm.
get it. My parents didn't look at nutritional things
Yeah.
growing up, even now, actually. But because they drink sweet tea like it's Texas water.
Yeah. No, for
Sweet
real,
tea
it
is Texas water. And they
like the big Texas size.
yup. Yep. Everything they drink. Every time I go to their house, I'm like, do you have anything other than
Other than
sweet tea?
they're like a water
They're
from
like,
the tap.
no, they're like, we got half and half. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Cool, lemonade and water. Cool.
slightly.
Lemonade and sweet tea.
They started buying slightly sweet tea. I'm like,
Close. Baby steps. Baby steps.
baby steps for sure. Because I'm like, Mom, Dad, start drinking some more water, please.
Yeah.
But
well, speaking of the withdrawal, how I know you cut back on caffeine alone. I know that was a big goal of yours.
yeah,
Ending up 2025, but going into 2020, like what are you?
2026.
Oh my God, did I say 2020? 2026. I don't know where I'm at. I'm still 24. I don't know what you're talking about. But entering this new year, like what are some ways that you're trying to find the balance in your super chaotic life right now?
Man, as easy as it was to just grab like an energy drink to just keep pushing through, I have opted out for water. A lot of water. I'm just like, okay, just drink water. And then I've really looked at like more protein drinks, something a little bit healthier, a lot of healthier, I guess, because caffeine didn't really have any protein in it to give me.
No.
So
Zero.
I've opted out, and as far as like Red Bull, Celsius, Alani, stuff like that. So when I would be at gas stations, because as busy as I am, I'm always on the road, and it's easy for me to go to a fast food restaurant or a gas station for like my dinner or snack or meal at any point. And I'm like, okay, I need to find a healthier option.
Yeah.
To one, not be the first thing I reach for is an energy drink because it was just quick and easy, and 2 for $6. Who can't beat that? So tempting.
I think it's better than that. 2 for like $5.
$5, yeah, I know. Like so tempting. Because I mean, shoot, a water and a healthy Cliff Bar.
Yeah.
That's like $7. Probably
all
even
the
more.
all the healthy stuff is like so expensive.
So expensive, right? So mentally, you're like,
yeah.
I would do a Propel because I like all the flavors that they have.
They have good ones.
And it's not as much as a Gatorade, because a Gatorade really you shouldn't be drinking unless you're working out.
Yeah.
And
if you're like losing a lot of salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Electrolytes.
So I would opt out for Propel to have a little bit of something, and then I would also get another water to like drink both at the same time to just kind of overwater myself.
Yeah.
And then just stop and think a little bit more about what I'm reaching for. Okay, what am I really doing? Why am I really getting this? Even at our coffee shop that we like to go to, I would be like, okay, I don't need the energy drink.
I reward myself now. Like if I have gotten through a rough week, I'm like, you know what? You deserve this coffee, or you deserve this Celsius. Yeah. Like you worked hard for this. So I kind of use it as a little reward now, instead of I need to live off of this. I need this to survive.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So. And that's a good point. A good way to put it is like small rewards.
And it helps me balance things. Balance my nutrition. And I know, okay, I'm not spending a fortune on all of this. Yeah. I'm just kind of using it as celebrating the little wins, which is very important, I feel like.
No, it's huge. And I've used it as like my mantra now. It's like celebrate the small things.
Yeah.
Which goes into how we balance our life in the chaos through the small things. So for me, I have balanced it through learning what my self-care is.
Okay.
Treating myself.
Yes.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself,
as
Queen Cece.
As my self-care. I've learned to 2025 was my learning year, which is why it was so rough. My learning year of how to give myself some self-care.
Yeah.
Never have before. Never found time for myself because, like, again, I like showing up for other people more than showing up for myself in a lot of ways. But as I've gone through therapy, I've noticed those sometimes negative switches that I'm like, okay, a positive switch is to give myself some time and some self-care.
Yeah.
And I'll give myself a day. I'll go shopping.
Yeah. You started goals. Yeah.
I'll go get myself a facial.
Yes.
I've been very proud of myself. Like, pat on the back. I've been very proud of myself for like sticking to it because that was my goal. That was my New Year's resolution, I think 2 years ago, that I didn't do the year that I gave it as my New Year's resolution.
We're still working on it.
I think it was like 2024. I was like, 2024, I'm going to do a facial every day.
Dang.
I think I went like one time.
Yeah, I know.
And it was like a random, like it was like 3 months into the year. I went one time and then I never went again. And then 2025 came around and I was like, you know that New Year's, I'm talking to myself, let's
bring it back.
Let's try it out.
Run it back.
What if we do it every month?
Yeah.
What if we do it every time? What if I set my time up and I look at my calendar and be like, I can do that.
I love a good calendar.
So I've learned that that's my transition into my self-care.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of how I balance my things is literally a planner.
Yeah.
A calendar. I started this way back when I love
you were the queen of planners.
Literally. I love checklists. I love scratching things off of my to-do list. And so it gives me joy and it gives me this sense of like calmness. Whenever I can sit down, if I'm feeling super overstimulated or super overwhelmed and I'm like, oh my God, I have 100 things to do this week, too many things. I'm laying down at night and I can't go to sleep because I'm thinking about 101 things that I have on my mind. Like I need to call the car dealership tomorrow for my windshield repair. And then I have to go to work and I want to be there 30 minutes early. But then, am I going to go just snooze my first alarm? Like all of these things.
Gotta fit in a workout.
Literally. And so I love a good planner so I can sit down and just brain dump everything into the calendar and it holds everything out for the week or maybe even the month. But I know that can be overwhelming for some. So I like to do it week by week. Mm-hmm. So I know, okay, I for sure need to do these things on my daily calendar. Right. I put a little line next to it. So I check it off once it's done because it's so much satisfaction that I get out of it. And then I'll put like a side, like remember to do this or you need to do this week. Mm-hmm. So that way I'm not forgetting things. I'm finding the balance, but then I'm also seeing where I have downtime. Right. And like allowing myself to do my New Year's resolution, which is learning how to say no.
Because you're the queen of saying yes to everything.
Even if I have 110 things on my list, I will still say yes to people. If my boss asks me to send out a mass text for everybody, I'll say yes. If an old friend is trying to get brunch, I'll say yes. If like my mom wants me to go to the HEB across town to find a certain candle that smells like HEB tortillas, like I will go.
Wait,
like,
I want one.
Okay. See,
no. Now you have to go to another HEB.
Yeah. So
even when you're like so busy and you're like, your fiance's like, want to go golf?
I have like not even that. I'm like, well, okay, I suggested to go golf, okay, because I'm trying to be better this year. But even if I'm like, I have 2 like loads of laundry that I need to have done, I am still meal prepping and I have to do wedding planning tonight. And he asked me, hey, can you unload the dishwasher? I'm like, yeah. I don't want to. I never want to.
And so, sir, what are you doing?
So I am learning how to say no when I'm overstimulated or I've got too much on my plate, learning to give myself some time and saying, hey, like, I don't have the capacity, the mental or emotional capacity for that right now. And that's okay. Like telling myself that's okay and relaying that to the person who's asking of me. So
that's huge.
Yeah. So I see a big transition at work so far right now, I'm still working on the little things at home
Mm-hmm.
or my personal life. But at work, they will ask me to do, hey, can you do that module training, blah, 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 for this? And I'm like, I don't have the bandwidth for that right now. I
Mm-hmm.
can get it done by this deadline.
Which before it was like,
Before it was like, I need
okay,
to
I'll
drop
stop
everything.
everything.
Yeah. Before I could get it done. But I've got like 8 more things on my to-do list that day. So then I start freaking out and it's just a whole cycle.
Well,
But
and the way that our brain is wired is like, you tell us to do something, we immediately think that has to be done right
yeah.
now.
Well, in my ADHD, I'm like, wait, squirrel. Like and then I never get to finish the other thing that I just started 5
Mhm.
minutes ago. And it's an ongoing process, but it's definitely helped. And I can already see within just the month that I've been trying to work on it, I can already see some growth in just my mental and emotional health. And I feel like that really is something that I lacked before that could have helped me balance the bajillion things that I have going on.
Which is crazy because as I've gone through therapy, I've been an advent goer to therapy for a few years now, and it has been my saving grace for everything. And I'll talk a lot about it on this
Good.
podcast.
I love that for you.
And I wish that I had it when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
just to help me like balance life a little bit better,
Yeah.
or not feel so alone in my crazy mind of thoughts.
Yeah.
And now that I've been going, and my therapist has shown me ways to make my calendar not feel so overwhelming, because I was never that girly that could write down a to-do list
Yeah.
and
Cute
not
planner.
feel overwhelmed, or fix my planner to be all nice and not feel overwhelmed. And she's helped me navigate ways to make it not feel so overwhelming. And I'm 1 month in, and so far it has been a saving grace with using my planner every day. And with all of that, I've been able to tell my athletes a little bit more, because I always like taking what I'm learning for myself and pouring it into my athletes at all ages, right? Slow down life.
Yeah.
Look at what you have on your plate. It's okay to say no sometimes, not to me as a coach. I'm just kidding. But it's okay to say no. It's okay to identify that you have a lot going on. Because when we were younger, I just rocked and rolled, and
Yeah.
it built up this snowball effect of just, that's how I lived my
You
life.
needed to be on the go.
Yes. And I'm like telling my athletes now, like, shoot, if you can talk to a therapist, talk to a therapist.
And it helps on the court too, like just finding something that will ground you and hey, I messed up that point. Oh my gosh.
Shake it
And
off. Yeah.
so many people just dwell on that, and then their athleticism or their like what they're outputting is just like declining. It's just like a straight downfall. And I'm like, hey, it was a pass.
Yeah.
Like just shake it off. Find your routine that'll help you get over that last point and look into the future. Take a moment, breathe.
Breathe. I've actually put that on my calendar.
Breathe.
I've put time
Time
where,
to breathe.
And I've had days where I'm like writing a million things. Like, I gotta do I set time for the podcast. I set time for volleyball. I set time for work. I set time for therapy, because I put all the things that I have going on down. And there's like one day where I don't have like anything that I have to like forcefully put on my calendar, and I just write, breathe. Or my favorite is, don't get lost in the sauce.
Don't get lost in the sauce.
Stay above. Like,
you should put that on a shirt.
I should. I'll put it on a
put
shirt.
it for your volleyball girls, because like, and you can see
So
the
easy.
correlation of if you shake off that last point, don't dwell on the past, and take a moment for yourself. Okay, I'm ready for this next ball. I'm ready for this next play.
Right.
And you see that in so many collegiate athletes, professional athletes, that they're so grounded in the moment, and they don't let the past affect them.
Yep.
And I feel like that's something that helps balance them, balance the game, balance their time.
But it takes so much mentally to get there.
Oh yeah.
And it takes a
It's not going to
special type of
happen
person.
overnight. Yeah.
No, it takes a special type of person to either hold yourself accountable, or have somebody else that's in your corner that's like shouting you out and like pushing you to be the best
Yeah.
version of yourself. And some of my athletes, in all honesty, don't have that.
Yeah.
And not that I can be everything, but when I do, or even have them every day, because I only have them like once a week, but those moments, I try to be that person that wasn't there for me, that was in my corner shouting me out to like uplift me and like remind yourself that it's okay to not be okay.
Oh, for real.
And now I have my therapist that's reminding me that like when I start to get like overwhelmed and going through my day to day or my week to week, it being like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? And going through my list of things, she's like, hey, don't forget to give yourself some gratitude and give yourself some positivity of like doing the small things.
Yeah.
You found some time for your son.
It's the small things.
You found some times for your friends. You found some times to call your grandma.
Yeah,
like those little things.
Literally. Yeah. How many times I'm like, okay, I gotta call my grandma this week, and then I don't. I really should. But
I know.
it's literally the small things.
Yeah.
Like finding time for the small things, setting it aside, because those little things add up. It's the foundation.
Exactly.
Whether that be in life or in sports.
And then learning those boundary switches.
Yeah.
And how to set those boundaries. And as a parent, as a coach, and as an athlete, and I want kids of all ages, people of all ages, not just kids, but people of all ages, to learn how to set boundaries. I try to teach my 11s or my little 10-year-olds and my 18s all the time to find comfortability with being uncomfortable.
Ooh, I like that. That's deep.
Or like learn to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations.
Yes.
And this goes for everything in life, not just sports, because you will find yourself in a lot of moments in your life, whether it's within relationships with your friends or your significant other, or in a workplace, and you're in an uncomfortable situation and you're like, how do I get out of it? And in sports, you're uncomfortable. You're down 20 points. But
you're playing a different position. Yeah.
You're in an uncomfortable situation. Find a comfortable
Be comfortable
mindset.
with being uncomfortable.
Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that comes with boundary setting. Because setting boundaries, for some people, it's easy. For others, like myself, uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable setting boundaries because I've never done it for myself. I've never told myself I had to do it.
Yeah.
I never thought I could do it.
Yeah.
Because I was always the yes girl, or for my family, for my friends, for everything in what I do. And learning to set boundaries. Finding how, as a parent, learning what boundary to set for yourself, for your kids, to transition into as a coach. Learning to set boundaries for yourself, your athletes,
in
your
the work
team,
field,
your work field, your other coworkers, and then as an athlete, how to set boundaries for my teammates and for myself in a positive way.
Yeah,
it's uncomfortable as hell,
for sure. And that's what I'm working on. I feel like setting those boundaries, saying no, and being okay with that, even though it's uncomfortable for me to say no. Because I want to help everybody. I want to hero the situation. But being uncomfortable with saying no, I need to be more comfortable in it. And setting those boundaries and saying, hey, I need this for myself. Or I can't handle that. Like, that's too much on my plate. So I agree. I like that.
And it comes with, like, it comes with doing it over and over and over.
Practice.
And
practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Practice makes better. Love that.
Better.
So, because we can never be perfect.
It's true. Except
you. Except you. But just constantly doing it, and find those like small moments to be like, okay, I can set a boundary here and like maybe not get so uncomfortable, and then celebrate the small wins, and then transition that into big wins. Through all of that, something that I've gave myself this year as my affirmation for 2026.
Ooh, let's hear it.
is to give myself some grace.
Snaps for the grace.
And I heard one of my athletes say that as one of her 2026 goals. And I was like, wow, such power in 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that can be a mantra for everybody, an athlete, a parent, a coach.
Yeah. Give yourself grace.
Give yourself some grace because all of us need it.
Yeah.
The boys in the boys sports, the girls in the girls sports, the solo sport athletes that don't have the team to rely on or to push off of or to bounce off of.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if I'm having a bad day, you can pick up some of my slack in a team dynamic.
It doesn't always have to be that 110%. Yeah.
Right. But give yourself some grace. Take a bad day.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Exactly.
I think my 2026 kind of resolution here is taking from that chaos, reframing that chaos, and seeing that as a positive and using that to shape a better self.
I love that.
Yeah. So finding that growth. I think my word, yours is grace. Mine is probably growth.
Yeah.
So finding growth from the chaos and learning more about yourself, more about others, and growing into something positive from the chaotic background, right? Learning from every situation. Every situation is different. Learning from it, growing from it, and using that to continue on.
And I want everybody to know that when you are in this chaos or in that chaotic moment, whether it be for a small part of your life or like us, a big part of our life,
big chunk of your life,
big chunk of our life, that it's not a failure.
No.
Like you're not failing just because you're going through a chaotic moment or you're always busy. You're not failing. No, you're just learning to grow. And you're learning how to manage it all.
Yeah.
And finding what fits best for you and your schedule and your comfortability. Finding how you can be comfortable in your uncomfortable situation. And then moving on from there.
Yeah.
Even if you're continuing
present,
chaos, you're learning how to shift that chaotic moment or moments into a balance.
I definitely think like being present in the moment to learn from the moment.
Yes.
And then of course altering it to growing, but yeah, it's never a failure. It's growth. Period.
And I would love to hear from our listeners if y'all have any tips or tricks or mantras that y'all go by or just
what's your
feedback.
Motto for 2026?
Yeah,
mantra, your motto, your New Year's resolution, how it pertains to sports or life or finding balance in the chaos.
Your personal growth. Exactly. Yeah. And some things that keep you grounded. We're going to dive into some deeper conversations next week for our next episode. Jump into how we find ourselves after having imposter syndrome.
Ooh.
And that's going to have some real talks there because
that gets deep.
Everybody goes through it. You always question yourself, like, who am I now after doing something, after sports? Who am I without sports?
The imposter syndrome is real.
Super real.
So you know what to do. Follow us on all social media, wherever you find your podcasts. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, share for more Athlete Life Unfiltered, and we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yay.